Howdy gamers, Don and Niko here, and we're doing something a little unusual today. As you know, we went to PAX this past year, and recently we went to GaymerX East. So it's kind of a vlog. GaymerX is on the smaller side, so we weren't there too long, but we did some gaming related things and also explored New York.
Yes, this would be Dawn's first time in New York. So yeah, we did quite a bit of exploring, lots of walking, lots of metro rides. It was fun. So we're going to introduce a couple of the things that we saw, lots of things that we tasted. And yeah, my very first Broadway experience. Yay.
Try to sound a little more gay, doll.
Yay!
Oh dear. Anywho, so GaymerX. Niko?
Well, GaymerX, in recent years has been a small bit part in a lot of the major conventions, but this year they branched out and did something on their own. If you're not familiar with GaymerX, it's a queer space where many of the panels revolve around queer issues and queer devs, but it's made for everyone, which is why their shirts do say Everyone Games. It's all inclusive.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It was cool. We went to the Microsoft building, which is super fancy, like programmed elevators that will only take you to the floor your badge allows.
Yeah.
Down here in Florida, we don't have revolving doors, so that was also very mysterious to me. So when you walk in, you actually get to choose your pronoun because it is all inclusive. There were trans people there were queer people, there were non-binaries, all the different colors of the LGBTQ, etc. rainbow. Yeah.
It was really neat. They had they had panels, they had different areas with VR, which was the first section you do see, and they had a lot of places where you can buy curiosities and items that devs or people who support the community make themselves. I know Dawn kind of stopped when she saw some Digimans, because you gotta stop for Digimon.
Sadly, the owner of that panel said their Digimon weren't particularly... They were also selling Pokemon stuff, and those sold more than the Digimon. I personally like Digimon.
Yeah.
Anywho, so there were panels, of course, featuring guest speakers of different backgrounds. There were some developers showing off their games, both physical and electronic. I did try VR for the very first time, and did that kind of... I'm sure anyone who's ever used VR has gone through like the tech demo-ish sort of little robot where you hand them discs and you strap the mask to your face. It was pretty fun. I'm actually now interested in getting the VR Sony experience, but we'll see this upcoming Black Friday. Niko also played a game called Transfer, which is actually out on Steam now.
Yeah, it's by Hyacinth, Nell, and Reed. They are considered non-binary themselves, and the game is an interactive narrative adventure game, and you play this super intelligent artificial life form, and you're exploring this hostile computer network. It was weird, and I guess I did some things that even, they weren't familiar with, so, once I got to the end...
the world.
Yeah, I ended the world, and then they were like, wow, that's never happened. So it actually shocked them a little bit. But yeah, it was an interesting game. I do enjoy text-based games, VNs especially. Better if they're girls. But so it was an interesting read.
And it was sort of those fourth wall breaking meta games. So when Niko ended the world, the game actually crashed.
Yeah,
just a little jarring and also very interesting.
Yeah, I'll probably poke around and see if there are games similar in that vein.
Finally saw Avenue Q live and on stage off-Broadway World Theater. Fabulous. And I got the shirt you can see below. Trump is just for now. I kind of ad-libbed it into the final act. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this this particular play, but I'd heard a lot of the songs on YouTube, but I've never put the puppets and the faces to it. The actors were fantastic. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I got seats third row from the stage, so it was pretty close. And as you can see, the stage prop here is this entire thing fills up the whole stage, and this is where everybody runs around and music happens. It was my my first Broadway experience, and I have to say it was a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting to laugh as much or be, you know, or actually understand really the message towards the end, where everything is just for now. But yeah, and from time to time I would hear Dawn singing these songs, and I never knew where they came from. I'm like, what kind of song is that? And then the first song, of course, was a song that she sings often. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this
Niko,
is where
what
it came
do you
from.
do with a BA in English?
Like,
Not a goddamn thing, according to my mother. Anywho, I also had a drink made
oh boy.
based off of the show. It was very good. It was very fruity and delicious.
Mm-hmm. And I would not let you get another one.
Niko's a buzzkill.
And then we decided to explore a little bit of New York. This would be my second trip up here, but Dawn's first. So yeah, there are a lot of cute things, a lot of wondrous things, curious things, and
I don't know if you guys have seen this new line, friends. I don't know what they are, but they have their own little billboard, 2 of them actually, and it's like this music video where these little animals, giraffes and dogs and bunnies and
pandas.
Just random animals are dancing, and they have their names next to them like it's introducing them. They're so cute. I didn't buy anything, of course, because, you know,
They're
the smallest
ridiculous.
thing was like $20. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
none of that. I had to spend all my money at the Nintendo store, which I could live in.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You did buy a couple things at the Nintendo store. This was actually the first time I'd ever been in the Nintendo store. My first trip, I saw it, but at the time there was just too many people to get to the Nintendo store. But this time it wasn't as bad. But yeah, they had a lot of Switch stuff if you're into that. Lots of DSs. They have a huge section where their classic Nintendo games are, and somebody
Yeah, they
brushed
just had
past us.
stands where it showed all of their progress over time. I suppose you could consider it. You could hold the Nintendo 3DS XL, which is the size of my friggin' hand.
Yeah.
I have really small hands though, so that's not a fair comparison. Picked up a couple of things for a dear friend and my sister, and I got a Zero Suit Samus because Zero Suit Samus.
And they don't sell it locally in your area.
Unfortunately, I don't sell anything out here. New York is fab. I don't think I could live there though. I'm a country girl at heart.
Yeah, it's way too busy for me. I could understand living outside of New York. That would be preferable. But, speaking of outside of New York, we decided to take a little trip south to Chinatown. There were a couple things we wanted to see out there. Now, if you have ever been to an area, like Chinatown, you know you're in Chinatown when you're immediately approached by lots of purveyors of some very curious things. Hats and watches and sunglasses and purses especially.
Rolex, Gucci, Coach, etc. All of which you know are not the legit thing, but they look close enough to be real.
Yeah.
So my mom wanted a purse, and the first place we stopped, Niko actually picked up a backpack, which she liked. And I couldn't find the brand Mom wanted, so I asked the Asian lady there, because they're all about my height, you know, tiny little Asian ladies. I asked her if she had the brand, and she said no. So as we were leaving, this guy gestures to us, and we go out the front of the store, and there's a lady waiting there, her little parka with her umbrella. She's like, "You want purse? Follow." And she leads us like 2 blocks down, and I'm thinking, Niko, listen, we're not getting into the back of a truck. We're not going into any dark alleyway to die. We're gonna stay together, okay? So she stops us in front of a storefront and pulls out, we'd already seen several of these. They're like these little plastic leaflets full of pictures of their wares because they want to look at it real quick. I guess they're ready at any point to run in case someone comes by and like, hey, he's selling those.
Pretty much.
So I have to pick a purse now, and listen, I don't know if you've ever known an Asian mother, but my mother is very, very difficult to shop for. And so by the end of it, this Asian lady is getting very angry with me because I'm saying, oh no, this isn't right, and eventually I get the purse. It was very stressful.
It's very seedy. I was afraid to use the ATM because I'm like, this looks broken, not sure if I'm gonna get my money. There's gonna be
This looks like I'll put
compromised.
my card in and it'll just eat it.
Pretty much. Like, it's gonna spit out shreds.
Like a carnival ride.
Yeah, but
Uh,
one thing Dawn did want to try was the super authentic ramen, and we ended up going to Itchi-o ramen, which, oh my goodness, was amazing.
Worth the walk. That was Niko's first meal that day.
Yeah.
Got a little caught up in the morning.
Mhm. I had the Itchi-o original, which is 3 slices of pork, and Dawn had the seafood ramen.
Which was fabulous. That was the most succulent crab meat I've ever had in my life. If you've never had authentic ramen, guys, you need to try it. You need to go somewhere right now. I don't know where you are in the world, but wherever you can procure pork-based broth and noodles that are hand-rolled and so good. So very good.
Yeah. And after that little exploration, we did a whole lot more walking around. I think my entire trip, my Fitbit logged almost 16 to 17,000 steps. That's from the very start.
She's a lazy fat cat.
I am not.
We did get a lot of street passes on our DS, which was exciting for me because no one out here within my grasp plays any video games of any sort. I'm so lonely. Send help.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you guys wanna add us, we'll drop our friend codes in the description.
Yeah. We're playing Pokemons right now, and we're also playing Final Fantasy Explorers. So if you'd like to hop in on that, you know.
Party up!
Yeah. We'll be playing Sun and Moon in the next month or so. So yeah, that'll be another
See,
adventure.
we're totally bringing video games back into this vlog. It's working.
Yeah.
We're definitely still a gaming channel, guys. Don't forget that.
But we're going to make efforts to go to conventions and
Share our stories with you.
yeah, mostly towards the indie community, because a lot of times most channels do focus on big games. So we're gonna try and focus on smaller games and smaller conventions where, you know, you guys might not know something might be going on, so y'all might want to find out.
That note, because I love sharing Kickstarter projects, Dayland, it's an adventure and sandbox game on a little planet. It's being in development currently, and it's on Kickstarter. Link in the description. It is adorable. It's coming out for PC and PS4. It is strictly single player, so if you're hoping to farm and or city build with someone else, then get out of here. No, I'm kidding. This is what we do, gamers. We love sharing indie games with the community. We love hearing what you guys think about said indie games, and it brightens my day when someone says, wow, I've never seen this game before. It seems really cool. That is what I try to do here with Need to Know.
Open up your mind, like she's opened up mine. There's 90% of the games that I have now I've never even heard of. Yep. Thanks, Dawn.
You're very welcome, Niko. Anywho, gamers, that's all from us. We'll go back to our normal programming. For now, stay in the know.